Hello guys, in today's video I want to tell you about the best robots after a huge rebalance. I think you already know that a massive nerf is coming and bigger part of meta robots, weapons, titans, drones, motherships and even pilots are getting nerfed. So it is essential to know what to upgrade, not to lose your resources and to continue destroying enemies in all leagues. I have just assembled a hanger of 3 best setups after rebalance, including weapons, drones and other additional things that are also important to be known. And in the end of this video I will also tell you what titans are better to upgrade or just not to sale. Also, if you will upgrade some of mentioned setups, please use my also code MihanVR in the warrobots webshop. You can find the link in the description. Using my code you support me, and more important thing is that you reduce pixel revenue, because a part of your price goes to me. Thank you to all guys who use my creator code, and now we are moving to the best robots after rebalance. The first setup that will be playable after rebalance is an Orochi with 2 glacier weapons. This robot is getting buffed during the massive nerf, so it will become much better than the bigger part of nerfed robots. By the way, you can assemble this robot in a workshop. Also, it is written in rebalance description that all tier 4 weapons are getting nerfed and have their damage reduced up to 10%. But here we have tier 3 sinister glacier weapons, that means that the damage keep being normal with no nerfs and changes. Moreover, glaciers were buffed a few times before, so they are strong enough to be played in every league. By the way, you can assemble these incredible weapons in a workshop. As a specialization, we will use Saboteur with Robot Accelerator and Overdrive unit. And the very important thing here that is essential for comfortable gameplay is an active model. We should use lockdown ammo, because it will make glacier weapons gameplay much easier and your damage will become higher because of ping reducing while enemy is locked down. Moreover, to apply lockdown effect you don't even need to use glaciers. Orochi will do it with its Viper Strike rockets launcher during ability activation. And then you will have enough time to destroy lockdown enemy with your glaciers. As a pilot I recommend you to use Ghost, because it will help you to lock down enemies faster and you won't need to wait endless short ability reloading like with Bridget pilot. Relevant pilot skills are also shown here on your displays. And the last part of this setup is a Kestrel drone. It won't be nerfed during the rebalance, so it is still the best drone for Orochi. Kestrel gives us not only different damage and speed buffs, but also very important healing when entering stealth. So we use our ability, entering stealth mode and getting 5% healing and 10% great damage healing. This ability allows Orochi to become a real meta counter robot. That's all about Orochi, and in my opinion this robot will become a thing after a massive rebalance, especially in free-for-all game mode. And now let's move to the next setup. The second robot is a Revenant. It is also getting buffed during the coming rebalance. Even now Revenant is strong enough to be played in all leagues, but after health buff it will probably become a meta bot with its teleportability and 1 million durability shields. And the most important thing is that you can assemble such a beast just in the workshop. I have quite strange weapon setup here, but it seems to be strong. Ultimate Glory for dealing a huge damage in close combat, Ultimate Blaze for slowing down enemies and Shredder for locking them down. But if you don't have so many Ultimate Edition weapons, you can use Scatter and Devastator. By the way, they are also available for assembling in the workshop. Here I have a Brawler specialization with Repair Amplifier and Immune Amplifier, and probably the game-changing active model Unstable Conduit. After a rebalance during the new season it will heal not only default damage but also a great damage. It means that Revenant will become almost unkillable. To make our setup even stronger, I use a Hiroko drone that gives us 10% extra health, shoots to enemies in close combat with a slowdown shotgun and gives us 30,000 extra health when we use an active model. Also, we will receive about 30% extra damage during the model activation. The only disadvantage is that we can stack extra durability only 8 times. And yes, this drone won't be nerfed. It is one of 2 universal drones that can be used almost on any setup with new Unstable Conduit model. And as a pilot I have here Adrian Chon. You can also use a legendary pilot for Revenant. Pilot skills are also relevant and shown right now on your screens. That's all I wanted to say about Revenant, and in my opinion it will become one of the strongest robots in the warrobots game after rebalance, not only because it will be buffed, but also in case that almost all current meta robots will be nerfed. And the third setup is a Siren. It is a common good robot that can be assembled in a workshop and won't be nerfed. Siren is mostly known for its incredible snowstorm flight ability with Reflector that blocks 80% of the damage and returns 60% of the damage back. So in case that all meta robots are getting nerfed, Siren becomes stronger. The weapon setup is also quite common, 2 Devastators and 1 Ultimate Shredder for lockdown. If you want something more interesting, you can use Ultimate Dragoons, but that setup won't be cheap at all. Specialization is also a default damage dealer with a Nuclear Amplifier and Overdrive unit. And as an active model I recommend you to equip Shield Breaker, but if you have Young Lee Pilot for example, it will be better to use something like a Phase Shift. Pilot here is Redacted Twins, because they give us stealth while landing, so no one will destroy us when we are just falling. Pilot skills are also relevant and shown on your screens. And the third playable universal drone here is Daltoki. It gives us 7% extra damage and 10% extra speed with 20% extra damage for 7 seconds on active model use. This drone isn't getting nerfed and also seems to be a universal variant for almost any setup. That's all about Siren. This is just a good robot now and it will become much better after Rebalance. Now let's talk about Titans. You probably already know that Mauler, Berserker and Devourer are getting nerfed. Berserker still will be playable, but Mauler and Devourer will become completely useless. Now I will show you some relevant setups after this huge nerf. The first one is of course Bjorn with Hagen and Manning. These weapons are also getting nerfed, but in case that all other weapons will be nerfed much more, Hagen and Manning still will be good enough for any league. Also, Bjorn Titan won't be nerfed, so it is still a good Titan with a huge amount of durability. You can find more information about this Titan in this video at the top right corner. The second Titan setup is a Berserker with 3 Striker weapons. Strikers won't be nerfed and Berserker gets only fatigue shot nerf, that probably won't affect the gameplay so much. This Titan is good enough now and will still be good in case of some meta Titans being nerfed. You can also find some more information and gameplay in this video at the top right corner. The third playable Titan after Rebalance is a Sonic Luchador. It won't be nerfed as its weapon, so it keeps being a good variant for any league. More information can be found in my Titans video that I mentioned before. And the fourth Titan is Ultimate Minus. Unluckily I don't have it in my hangar, but it won't be nerfed and will become probably the best Titan in the game. Even now Ultimate Minus is a beast, especially in free-for-all game mode. And in case that its main counter Devourer Titan will be totally nerfed, Minus will become the best Titan in the Warrobots game after Rebalance. Now this video comes to the end, and I hope it was useful for you. If you have any questions or I missed something, please write in the comments, I will answer all of them. Also, sorry for previous videos, they were made just not to lose Pixonic support because I had my exams and didn't have enough time to create useful long videos like this. Thank you for watching, subscribe to my channel, use my creator code MihanWare in the Warrobots webshop and give a like to this video, I really appreciate it guys. Goodbye!